Good morning and welcome to Mountain Fun Life and Morning in the Mountains as we take a look at the traffic conditions today. The thing you're going to need to worry about if you're leaving town, if you're here for the weekend but have to head on back, it's going to be busy on 66 as we head out toward the interstate system. Otherwise, everything is going to be about normal. Some of that construction will resume once again, and that includes some of the park roads have some lane resurfacing going on off and on, so you'll want to watch out for that. And that's a look at the roadways. Now let's see what Kira and Savannah are up to.
Good morning, it's Kira with Morning in the Mountains, and I'm here with Andrea here at the Museum of Salt and Pepper Shakers in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Now, you all have over 20,000 salt and pepper shakers, and your mom is actually the one who created everything and decided to make a museum out of it. So can you tell us a little bit about her?
Sure, absolutely. My mom was an archaeologist for most of her life, and when she moved into the area, there weren't any projects for her to work on, so she started to fall in love with salt and pepper shakers and the whole history behind them, how you can see civilization and our society change over time through salt and pepper shakers. And that's how she started collecting salt and pepper shakers all over the U.S. We would go to antique shops, antique malls, everywhere you could think of, and she loved the hunt for the salt and pepper shakers. The messier the booth, the more fun she had because she could spot them. I tell you, we would be walking down an aisle and she'd be, there's one, there's another one, and I'm like, where do you see them? It was just, she had this radar for them. It was so neat. And then she just wanted to share them with everyone. This is a labor of love. We had them at our house, about 2,000 displayed at home, and the rest were in boxes underneath the house. And one day for Christmas, my brother gave her a digital camera when they first came out, and the biggest memory chip was a 16K. So, I mean, it was a long time ago. And so going through all of her salt and pepper shakers, we said, this would be a great way to share with others this creativity and part of history with everyone around. So that's why we moved to Gatlinburg and opened the museum.
That is awesome. So is this her?
This is my mom. Yep. She unfortunately passed in 2015, but she's definitely a part of the museum, and she still lives on through this collection.
That's amazing. And like you were telling me earlier, whenever we went through the museum, she was telling me about how her mom designed everything to be kind of like a palette of things, like how an artist would do.
Exactly.
It's truly an art.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a painting. She used salt and pepper shakers to paint with the colors and the categories and the themes, and then she would make little stories. So it's something for everyone to enjoy and explore.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Andrea, here at the Museum of Salt and Pepper Shakers. I am Kira with Mountain Fun Life. Now back to you guys.
Hey y'all, it's Blake here. The crew at Ole Red and I want to wish you and yours the happiest holiday filled with all your favorite things. Be safe and be good, but not too good. We'll see you next year. Cheers, everybody.
It's a new month, it's a new week for us on Mountain Fun Life. Hi, Frank Murphy here with Jim Johnson, Kira Cup, and Brad Lovett. Happy December 2, 12-2 to you.
Thank you. Happy December 2 to you as well.
Oh, yeah, yesterday was a great day. My wife got to sing with the Choral Society and the Knoxville Symphony Orchestra doing part of Handel's Messiah, which is always fun. They did like the Christmas part, and then they cut to the Easter part, which is the Hallelujah Chorus, which is the only part everybody wants to hear.
And everybody stood up?
Of course. They have to. That's why they do it right before intermission. So they get them out the door. Brad, what else we got going on this Monday in the Smoky Mountains?
Well, it's a week of parades.
I love parades.
Especially toward the weekend. And we're going to start things off on Friday night. Gatlinburg is going to have their Fantasy of Lights Parade, 44th annual. And they have a very special grand marshal. The actress who played a young Dolly Parton in the 2015 movie Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors was named the grand marshal for Gatlinburg's 44th annual Fantasy of Lights Christmas Parade. Now, that parade takes place on Friday, broadcast in over 100 TV markets during the holiday season. Alvia Allen Lind played young Dolly in Coat of Many Colors and Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors, Circle of Love. She's also played Faith Newman on The Young and the Restless.
I got myself a selfie with her when she was in town for the opening of Wildwood Grove. I mean, I'm like, hey, and she was on stage and just hanging out after the presentation. So I was all excited because, I mean, she's like the young Dolly Parton on TV.
And she really is.
Very sweet young lady. And then, did I already tell the story that after we went to the next part, which is lunch over at Dreammore, I didn't go on the mud tour, so I just go early to the lunch, and there's Olivia again, and it looked like I was following her. I'm like, I'm not following you. We just coincidentally are now in the same place again. I'm sorry.
He's stalking you. He's a stalker.
So, yeah, she's very sweet.
And we're actually going to be at that parade.
Oh, yeah, Friday night.
Yeah, the Hummer is going to be there,
Nice.
and I'm going to be waving at everybody.
All right.
The nice parade way.
And
Yes.
that's the Friday night parade. What about the Saturday morning parade?
Well, we do have a Saturday morning parade, and that is going to be the Sevierville Parade.
And then I know we're going to that one.
Yeah,
We sure
we're covering
are.
that one. We'll be broadcasting that live,
Live coverage from our
Live.
news van.
worldwide coverage. As
That'd
in
be
around
fun.
the world.
Love that.
So we should think of stuff to say about the parade.
We should think of that. Well,
Or, you know what? I've announced parades in person, like over the PA system before. And depending on the parade, sometimes they give you a 3-ring binder with way too much information.
I think we will be getting one of those, actually.
Right. But the other one that I enjoy is where they give you the 3-ring binder with way too little information. That's when I'm
Blue float.
That's when I'm happy. I did this parade with a news anchor one year, and they gave us these huge, thick binders. So she thinks it's going to be great. She's got it in her arm. She's all set. We sat down, and it's just over the PA system. There's 200 people listening at most. And she opens the binder, and all it says is Bearden High School Marching Band in huge letters on one piece of paper. And she looks at it, and she looks at me, and she's panicking now. I start smiling. I'm like, we are good.
King of the ad lib right here.
Yeah, I'm sick. Let's go. Bearden High School Band, I can stretch that into 10 minutes.
You are never without words, my friend.
never ever.
So I think we'll do that on Saturday at the Sevierville Christmas Parade.
Gets underway at 11 a.m., and that's going to be your nice hometown parade.
So we'll be based over near the Dolly statue. It's right downtown Sevierville. It's the opposite, really, of the Gatlinburg Parade, which is more of a, like, almost, professional. They go for the big floats and dynamic. But the community wants to represent at Christmas parades, like they do every little community around town, around the whole region, wants to have their community celebration, and that's what this is.
And that's exactly what it is. Now, thousands of people in Gatlinburg, so you'll want to be there really early. Really early.
Oh, we're
get
going back
set
to
up.
Friday night now?
Going back to
I
Friday
thought
night.
I had moved forward.
Yes,
I was
okay.
done. I was on to Saturday.
But back to Friday night, Gatlinburg, thousands of people, so you want to get there very early. In Sevierville, it's going to be a nice parade, and of course, you'll see it right here on Mountain Fun Life. That's
Lovely.
11 to 1. And
Excellent.
Good stuff.
you'll see a few of the same floats that you see in Gatlinburg, but a lot of new ones as well.
I just roll them downhill. Just let them
Ooh,
loose.
I should put you in a wagon and just push you down.
Uh-huh.
And then we all can announce, like, oh, and there goes Frank on his wagon.
I'd like to see that, actually.
Yeah,
That'd be
it's
neat.
better than
Yeah.
falling off the wagon.
Well,
That's where I was going with that, but I kind of let it fizzle out. So thank you for
help?
picking that.
You need help with comedy? I can work that.
I do.
All right, I can help you out. Well, we also can help you out with Mountain Fun Life Best Deals when you call us at 865-978-1152. Let us save you money on some of the fantastic attractions, which will be represented in these parades. They like to make sure that they have floats for their stuff so that they can get the word out about these great events. And we've got ticket deals that will help you save money when you visit us, whether it's Christmas time or springtime or summertime, whatever. Give us a call and let us hook you up. More of Morning in the Mountains coming right up. Brad Lovett, Kira Cup, Jim Johnson. I'm Frank Murphy. Hang on.
Hey y'all, it's Blake here. The crew at Old Red and I want to wish you and yours the happiest holiday filled with all your favorite things. Be safe and be good, but not too good. We'll see you next year. Cheers, everybody.
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy, delighted to welcome back Dr. Bill Bass, the world-renowned forensic anthropologist and founder of the Body Farm. Dr. Bass, good to see you.
Good to be with you again.
Now, we have a gig coming up at Cherokee Caverns, which is on Oak Ridge Highway, sort of between Carnes and Oak Ridge.
Yes.
How would you describe that area, I guess? Not quite Solway, but ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of over that way. Dr. Bass has an amazing sense of direction, so now I've actually got him thinking, because whenever we do a gig with Dr. Bass, he'll be underground in the cave at Cherokee Caverns and say, well, you know, this murder occurred, I'd say over about that away, a couple of miles, or the Holston and the French Broad River, which should be over that away. and we're all like, ooh, is that true? Are you giving us the actual directions?
Yeah.
Oh, of course you are.
If you go underground, it doesn't change the direction, really. I mean,
Well, we have
you
these...
may get disoriented.
I do. I don't know which way I'm going. So when we're underground at Cherokee Caverns, there's always an amazing time with the stalactites dripping on us. We had to, last time we were there, remember it started dripping on your head?
Yes, oh yeah.
So I ran over with an umbrella.
In fact, I've started always wearing a cap when I'm
Yeah.
down there because it'll drip off on you and it hits your glasses. And
Right.
then
Oh, yeah. I've started wearing thermal underwear because it's always 58 degrees
yeah.
inside the cave. So that works out. But you can see behind us that we have another event coming up. It's called Frozen Bones. So Dr. Al Hazari, who is the retired chemistry professor from the University of Tennessee and a good friend of yours, because you and he worked together on a case at some point. It was in one of the books that about the Body Farm. Maybe
Yes.
I forget if it was Beyond the Body Farm or Death's Acre or anyway. But you and Al did what? He had to analyze some dirt or something.
Yeah, well, whenever I needed a chemical analysis or something like that from a case, I always went to him
Yeah.
because he's an expert. He knows what he's doing,
Yeah.
and it's fun to work with him.
Oh, yeah. He's a real character.
Yeah, he is.
Because now, since his retirement, I mean, you have done a lecture series, obviously, because I get to MC your lectures. I'm well familiar with that. But Dr. Al Hazari has a chemistry magic type show where there's no actual magic. It's all science. But he will make smoke come out of things, and he'll make things expand, and he'll bring the liquid nitrogen, I'm guessing, and freeze some stuff down in the cave. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, so that is going to be up on Monday, December 2nd at Cherokee Caverns, and this will sell out, so get the tickets as fast as you can at CherokeeCaverns.com. But when we're down there, tell me again, this one case I think you were talking about it at one point, there was some dirt, specifically I think it was soil, and Al had to analyze the soil looking for the chemical compounds so it would tell you where the soil was from. Or something along those lines. Am I even close?
I think so. I've done so many with him.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Well, he wears his fancy tie-dye lab coat.
And yes. Sure, he likes Sherlock Holmes.
Right.
Yeah, he likes to play Sherlock Holmes and
The Meerschaum pipe.
pipe. Yes.
And the hunter
hat, yeah.
cat and all that business. So that'll be fun. So when we're at the cave, you'll describe a forensic. Well, Al probably will come on and do some chemistry tricks for us, and then we'll have the slides and a presentation about one of the many cases that you've covered over the years.
I'll have to go through. I haven't gotten a case for that yet,
But also, you always want us to learn something.
oh yeah, I mean, it's no sense to get up and talk and not teach somebody
Right.
something.
Now, one of the times over the summer when we did an event together, I was trying to learn something. Was it the Nazeon? What is that?
Nazeon is the.
Is that on me? Well, you can put it down on me.
All right. Well, all right. If you take your thumb and run it up like that,
Yeah.
you're running down and you get to the very bottom.
Yeah.
And you start up, you run into a little notch.
And that's the
That's
Nazeon.
that's Nazeon. That's an anatomical landmark
Yeah.
where the nose joins on to the cranial.
So in this particular case you were describing that day, it was the Leoma Patterson case, and they were trying to put the right amount of clay on her skull so it would look like a face, so they knew not to put as much there as you would on the cheeks.
On the cheeks, yeah.
All right, and then what's the thing in the back of my head? Is it that makes me, that differentiates?
That's the external occipital protuberance.
And I have one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Males
have them.
Males have bigger ones than do females.
So this is one of the telling marks when you find a skull out in the woods and you wonder, is it male, is it female?
You want to look at the back of the skull.
Yeah.
Where the muscles attach, there's a line, and this line is more prominent in males than it is in females.
So if you go on a date to a Dr. Bass event, he'll invite you to reach over and touch your significant other's occipital.
That's right.
What is that again?
Say, would you like to feel my external occipital protuberance? And, all kinds of good things happen.
Well, because that does turn into an osteology lesson we've done where we've touched our clavicles and all identified all the different bones, because then Dr. Bass will come out with perhaps a bone of the body and we'll have to then figure out what it is. That's really an amazing, when you have a group of civilians who haven't studied with you.
Yes, yeah, that is. That's
because you have some, what's the most obvious, the biggest would be the femur, which is in your leg.
The femur is the largest body.
Yeah. And then when you do these, I'm trying to get some notes from Dr. Bass, so next time we do this in public, I'll know the right answer. That's honestly what I'm trying to do right here.
Probably the smallest one would be the distal phalanx.
Yeah.
And you have a proximal, middle, and distal phalanx in the finger.
Yeah.
So you can
That'd be
proximal, middle, distal phalanx.
Right.
And that is in the little fingers, not very big.
As opposed to the bones of the inner ear. Would you even see those?
They would be smaller.
Do you see those in a forensic case?
Yeah.
Even those tiny little, the hammer and the...
Aegis Malleus and Stapes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. Well, you can read more about Dr. Bass when you go to bonezones.com. It's got all the upcoming appearances. You can buy Dr. Bass merchandise, whether it be the t-shirts or the autographed books. Or what's these things you've been selling now at the events? You've got these like decorative Halloween skulls, and you sign the top of them.
Oh, this is something that Susan Seals, who...
She's our boss.
Susan has found that a lot of people want to have skulls.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can buy... These are cast.
Yeah, but they look pretty realistic.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not life sized, but they're about half life sized.
And
so
I've been signing across the forehead.
Well, I appreciate that at 91 you're still active, still teaching, and I get to work with you on so many events because I know
I enjoy it.
I want to spill the beans about the next project that we've got planned for 2020, but it's too soon for that. We'll have to wait and do that another time.
Okay.
All right, bonezones.com has the details on all Dr. Bass's appearances. CherokeeCaverns.com has the information on this one, the Frozen Bones event with Dr. Al Hazari and Dr. Bill Bass. And according to this, it says hosted by Frank Murphy, so full disclosure, I'll be working that night. So I appreciate you letting us plug the gig. All right. Again, bonezones.com to get your Jefferson Bass fiction books or your the ones that you wrote as nonfiction with John Jefferson.
That's right.
And I've tried to figure out a way. I'm working on my introduction when I explain that John Jefferson put a lot of himself into the character, the fictional character of Brockton. Right?
Yes.
Because I've known John as long as I've known you, and he's got this crazy daring do side, and it's fun to, when I'm reading, I'm like, well, that's not Dr. Bass, that's John Jefferson. And as I'm working on a story that I can tell when we do our event together about one of the craziest nights I've ever had in my life at a party that John Jefferson had. So, so I'll tell you that.
John's the one that chews tobacco
and
and passes out into the dead chickens.
Yeah, that happens in Carved in Bone, the first of the Jefferson Bass books. So know that when you read. They're terribly enjoyable. And then when you visit the Smoky Mountains, then you'll be seeing the places that you read about in the books. All right. Okay. Well, Dr. Bass, thank you again.
Well, thank you for having me. I always enjoy it.
All right. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be right back with more after this.
Happy Monday to you once again, and we're going to take a quick look at the weather forecast today. If you're in the Smoky Mountains or on your way, look for a possibility of some snow showers in the morning, and that's going to be pretty typical for this time of year. Temperatures right around the 40-degree mark today. We'll have the overnight lows around 32, and looking ahead toward the rest of the week, we'll have temperatures in the 50s. For the rest of the week, low 50s, I should say, then the upper 30s for the evening lows. Now, we're talking about the area near the attractions in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Now, as you go higher in the elevations, you'll see some significant drops, possibly as much as 20 degrees, depending on where you're staying. And that can also mean some additional snow and ice you won't see near the attractions. And that's a look at the forecast. Now on with the rest of the show. And this is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel.
Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel, Facebook, YouTube, Roku. We're delighted that you're with us. I'm Frank Murphy with Jim Johnson, Kira Cup, and Brad Lovett. And Brad's got stories for us about the Smoky Mountains, but today is Monday. So I am hoping, Brad, and Kira, you've been with us. You've not been with us on a Monday for a long time.
No, I haven't. What happens on Mondays?
Oh, Mondays are special. I mean, we have, on Fridays we say it's Friday, but on Mondays,
You say it's Monday.
not quite. You got to do it with a little more growl, a little more. I think you're getting there. And you are, apparently you've made yourself an expert on this topic. So
Yes.
you know what it is?
It's Bear Monday.
Bear Monday.
Brad tells us funny stories about bears almost killing people.
Yeah, but now, since Kira did her spot, we know that how to survive.
Yeah, you do. I did a lot of research before doing that video, and I found that bears can actually run up to 30 miles per hour.
Oh, that's way too fast.
That's faster than a racehorse.
Yeah.
So you're not outrunning a bear, folks.
Definitely
You're not
not.
outrunning
Oh,
a bear.
my.
And if you actually start to run away from them, they'll chase you.
Right, it's the game on.
Yeah.
I love it when you said, become as big as you can.
Rah.
Scream at it. And then I love the part where you just punch him in the leg. So I just...
You can look for that on our Facebook page. Is it on YouTube also?
No, but it will be.
All right, great.
So watch
so
for
what do you
that.
got? So how's
Love
Bear
it.
Monday going?
Love it.
Well, here's our bear story today.
Okay.
Now, we have an
Everyone
overly...
gather around. Uncle Brad's
around.
telling us a bear story.
Need
a little
with the
fire.
fireplace up here. An overly friendly 250-pound bear was caught on film muzzling and pressing its lips affectionately to a security camera outside a home near Gatlinburg. We're not
We
sure
gotta
why.
have that picture. Where's that picture at, Hunter?
The bizarre 30-second video posted on Facebook shows the bear sniff the camera, lick it, then move in for a kiss. The focus goes in and out, but the video appears to show an extreme close-up of those very nice...
Call me cynical. Call me cynical. You can absolutely say that I am the worst person ever for saying this, and I will accept the criticism. Mm-hmm. What are the odds that somebody rubbed a little bacon grease on their outdoor camera and then just waited?
Hey, all I'm saying is
I
that
would
person,
not.
if they did that, smartest person ever. It's just now happening?
I
love it.
I am cynical. Why would a bear lick a security camera on his own or her own unless it had something on it, like a bug or I don't know, bacon grease, something on it that would make the bear lick the camera?
Maybe it just wanted to be on television.
Could have been. Could have been. Or
Well-
the person installing the camera could have just went to Kentucky Fried Chicken or Bojangles
Oh yeah.
and put the camera up.
Or that Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Popeye
If
chicken
that-
sandwich.
If the
That's
camera
what it is.
installer had eaten that Popeye's chicken sandwich, the bear would totally lick the camera.
I think you figured it out, Frank.
However, I also, though, have a theory. I think I've told you this, that for years we've been taken down the wrong path of the Planet of the Apes, that the apes are going to take over in the future. Apparently, the apes are not pulling their load because it's Planet of the Bears. The bears are figuring out how to open the cars, how to. They're
What do you think about it?
This is part of us. They're going to disable the security cameras next.
It's true. Look, they've been at hotels. They've been
Hot tubs.
Hot tubs.
They know how to get in a hot tub.
Then one couple of them were in the car beeping the horn.
And how to beat the horn. What's next?
Now they're
Driving the
licking
car.
cameras.
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter
They
of
also
time.
like bird feed. Like if you've got some bird feed in your yard, you might want to empty it out, or else they'll come and eat it.
Sure. Anything that's food, why not?
Well, that's
Usually it's squirrels and raccoons, but now it's Planet of the Bears, I'm telling you. Call me cynical.
Where is it going from
They're
here?
coming after you, Frank.
All right, you got 1 minute, Brad, go. I've eaten up all
Tell
your
us
time.
about the Bears, Brad, quick. More Bears
The Bears will not be marching in any of our parades this weekend.
Actually, they will, because the mascot
They're
for
real-
Gatlinburg
they're real bears, huh?
is, the bear, and he will totally be marching in the parade. That's Friday night is the Gatlinburg parade, and then Saturday morning is our Sevierville parade, our hometown parade. We'll be there with our Mountain Fun Life cameras and our anchor desk and our live broadcast truck and all the things. And you and I are going to pretend that we're I can't say Matt Lauer and what's her name, Ann Curry, because that's so outdated. But whoever currently covers parades.
Us.
Yes.
That's right. Taking it to a global platform.
I'm still going with the Regis and Kelly of Sevier County. We will be there. And by the way, when you come visit us in Sevier County, please do take advantage of our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. I mean, you can pay full price if you want, or you can call us first and see what kind of savings we can pass along to you with Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. 865-978-1152. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's no catch. It's we get tickets cheap, we pass the cheapness, the savings on to you, but they're still perfectly good, full value tickets. It's just we have a discount and we pass you the savings, and I think that's how it goes. All right, we'll be back with more of Morning in the Mountains coming right up.
The best way to see the Smokies. Rocky Top Scenic and Leisure Tours. Our beautiful tours of the Great Smoky Mountains will take you where you want to go. Imagine experiencing the beauty of the Great Smoky Mountains through the windows of our mini coach. Every member of the family can devote themselves to the passing landscape. We take you to the best places. So if you're looking for the best way to enjoy the Smoky Mountains, let us take you on a Rocky Top bus tour. Rocky Top Bus Tour, the best way to see the Smokies.
Good morning. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel, and it's time for a look at sports, and we'll see what's going on with Rich Haley.
Oh, not much is going on. I'm almost through my leftover Thanksgiving turkey. How about you?
I've got sandwiches and frozen turkey and another turkey coupon, too.
Oh, there you go. So, sports have started. It's December, and that means high school basketball season's in full swing, and we got a big slate of games for tonight. Starting off with Seymour at Pigeon Forge. Then we've also got Gatlinburg Pittman taking on the Morristown Hamblin West Trojans. Then the other game is the Northview Academy at Gibbs, and that is the district game that we've got going on today. So high school basketball's in full swing, football season's settling down in high schools, so we're ready to go.
Ready to go. So, and we've got all kinds of other sports, and we've got even some hockey, too, from what I hear.
Oh yes, we got hockey coming up later in the week. We've also got a little bit of talk about the Vols and their bowl prospects, and obviously the men and women Lady Vols basketball as well.
There you go.
Oh, and the Tennessee Titans, we can't leave them out, although sometimes we want to.
It could be worse.
Yes, it could.
Alrighty. Well, that's our look at sports, and for Rich Haley, I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel.
can't lick the camera. That was the bear that licked the camera. I know it would look funny, but in the long run, I think you'd regret it.
Somebody put the Popeyes chicken sandwich over there.
I'm just saying, okay.
I mean, I found it pretty entertaining.
All right. Well, let us know when we're back on the air. What? Oh, wait. Hi, it's Morning in the Mountains. This is Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank. That's Jim, who's going to lick the camera like a bear, just for a joke. And Kira's here, and Brad. We had a great Monday, a great Bear Monday. So we'll look for that bear-looking video, I guess. Finger-licking, camera-looking good. Camera-looking good.
Camera-licking good.
In fact, you know what? Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel is camera-licking good. We'll talk to you tomorrow.